Hello, and welcome to your Boise State Newsline. I'm Antonio Madera.
And I'm Samantha Harding.
People gathered on the steps of the Idaho State Capitol Saturday, January 28th to protest the revival of construction of the Dakota Access and Keystone XL pipeline. Many at the rally were concerned about the environmental ramifications of the pipelines, but an environmental assessment done by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service published in May of 2016 reported the Dakota Access pipeline would not threaten the endangered species in the area. In addition, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe accused the government of approving the construction of the Dakota Access pipeline without consulting them first. The conversation has continued, and a hearing of House Bill 64 was held Wednesday, February 1st at the Capitol to discuss fracking and oil mining in Idaho.
Last week, I spoke with senior nursing major Ian Capron for a feature for the Arbiter to learn more about the importance of self-care in the nursing industry. As students pursue a bachelor's degree in science and nursing, they must endure a rigorous program in order to complete their schooling. The program lasts 5 semesters, and admission is currently based solely on a student's GPA for specific science classes. With only 60 students being admitted each semester, the program is very competitive, which adds to the overall stress. According to Student Services Supervisor Jill Jenkins, some students have a family and another job, leaving them with little to no flexibility in their weekly schedules. Fortunately, many resources are available at Boise State to help students so they can still enjoy the profession and live a healthy life. For more information, find the full feature at the Arbiter Online.
Taylor Munson reported for the Arbiter that this coming March, 3 teams of Boise State students will be competing in the regional finals for the $1 million Holtz Prize. Teams will compete abroad in Dubai, London, and Shanghai to propose their business idea, which pertains to the global refugee crisis, while also being impact-centered, market-driven, and profit-minded. Each winning team from the 5 competitions in March will advance to the finals over the summer. The winning team will be announced in fall of 2017 and will receive the $1 million prize to initiate and implement their project.
Our final story is about a new program at Boise State, as reported by Taylor Munson for the Arbiter. After being officially approved by the State Board of Education, the Urban Studies and Community Development Program will begin in the fall of 2017 and will be within the School of Public Service. The new program hopes to teach students through the interdisciplinary approach about the inner workings of a city, such as its politics, economics, culture, and history. The program will also include hands-on experiences so students can learn while working in Boise and better understand urbanization. And now we have Jamie Bingham with your weekly sports update.
Hey guys.
Hey Jamie.
Well, on January 25th, the Broncos went head-to-head against Nevada for first place in the Mountain West Conference at Taco Bell Arena. Nevada dressed in pink to honor Coaches vs. Cancer Week. They battled with Boise State's big first half buckets from number 13, Nick Duncan, number 15, Chandler Hutchison, and number 11, Zach Haney. The Broncos left the half trailing 37-32, but had a rough time keeping momentum starting in the second half. However, Hutchison was the Broncos' highest scorer of the night with 23 points, but also made an impression against the Wolfpack with a career-high 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and 1 steal. Nevada was hard to stop, going 9 for 27 at the three-point line, the most three-pointers Boise State has given up this season. The final, Nevada 76, Boise State 57.
And I think you saw how they got some great seniors and guys that have been through a lot of battles, and that's what they look like tonight. We look like the young team that kind of got a little bit rattled and maybe missed some shots that we can make usually, and they they're a veteran team, and every time you made a mistake, they made you pay.
Other final scores from the weekend were women's basketball, Boise State 62, Nevada 69, and Boise State 64, Wyoming 54. Men's basketball, Boise State 80, Wyoming 65, and Boise State 79, Colorado State 76. Women's swimming also gained a win over Nevada and Northern Arizona during their final regular season tri-meet at home in Boise. In additional news, this week 300 Boise State student athletes were recognized for having a 3.0 or higher GPA. For the first time in school history, each of the athletic programs had a cumulative GPA of at least 3.0. For more highlight videos and press conferences, check out Broncos Sports Hub on our YouTube channel at Boise State UTP.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thanks.
Now we're going to go to Megan with the weather.
Thanks, Sam. This week's weekly forecast starts on Thursday, where you should expect some snow throughout the day, with a high of 34 and a low of 32. On Friday and Saturday, things are going to warm up with some slight rain, with a high of 43 and a low of 33. On Sunday, we'll briefly see the sun until the clouds roll in, and we have a high of 41 and a low of 33. On Monday, we'll see some rain again with a high of 42 and a low of 36. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see some rain again, surprise, with a high of 43 and a low of 35. It's going to be a rainy week, so bring out those umbrellas and stay dry, Boise State. Back to you.
Thanks, Megan. Now we have Peter with what's going on this weekend.
Thanks, Antonio. This year's Tree Fort Music Festival will be held between March 22nd and the 26th in downtown Boise. But the music festival will be hosting a launch party this Saturday, February 4th, between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. at the Basque Center, so that's where it's going to be. If you want to go, tickets are only $10 and it's open to all ages, so anyone can go and have just a grand, fantastic time. There will also be performances by the Shivas, Tyvek, Hillfolk, Noir, and Foul Weather. To buy tickets for the launch party or the festival itself, visit eventbrite.com. And as a special bonus, University Television will be streaming the Hack Fort portion of the festival on March 11th and 12th. To view the stream, visit University Television's YouTube channel. Now, this Sunday is the Super Bowl, and I know a lot of you are excited, and many of you are planning on attending or hosting your own parties. So it's important to understand Idaho's social host liability law. The law states that if you host a party and one of your guests gets too intoxicated and injures someone at the party or outside of the party, the person who is injured can sue the host for damages because it is seen as though the host was negligent in the amount of alcohol they provided. So if you're hosting a party this weekend, be sure to be responsible for your guests, and if you're a guest this weekend, be sure to be responsible for yourself. I hope you have a very fun and safe weekend. That's all for me. Back to you.
Thanks, Peter. And thank you to The Arbiter for the news stories. And for any information on any of these stories, pick up The Arbiter anywhere on campus or visit them online. From everyone here at Boise State Newsline, I'm Antonio Madera.
And I'm Samantha Harding. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.